Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Yes.
sir.
Good afternoon. Yes. What is that? Somebody sharing. Yes. Who is that? Srinivas. Right. Okay. Let's go to this passage. At the beginning, we'll study, yes, how to attempt the passage. All right. Are you ready,
Shahini.
friends? Hi. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Satvik.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Good
yes.
afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Right.
Good
Let's
afternoon, sir.
go to this. Okay. This passage. Shall we start now? Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
here, read the story and answer the following questions. Okay.
Sir,
Do you
it
want?
is like the passage, na, sir?
Yes. This is a passage now. If you want, I will
Okay, sir.
discuss a few passages and then we can move on to grammar. Okay. Let-
Some members are leaving the link, sir, to join the
Yes.
Google
Okay.
Meet.
Sir, you not join. Let them create. You join, sir, class.
Ah,
Okay.
Sir, it is made by 8th class, sir.
okay. Okay. Don't.
It is
Okay.
made
Don't
by
worry
our
about all
seniors,
that.
sir.
Right. Don't
They
worry about
are
all
they
that.
are
Let's
the
come to
senior
this
friends, sir.
comprehension
There, sir.
passage. Okay. Now remember here, this time that's a term one ending examination. You have a comprehension passage. There will be two passages, each carrying 4 marks, but there will be MCQ questions. Okay. So later on, there'll be even subjective questions as well as objective questions. There'll be multiple choice questions also in the second term, right? Because soon after this exam, you'll be preparing for even subjective questions. All right. So let's go to this story. Let's understand the story and let's see how you'll be attempting the questions on this. So there'll be subjective questions also. There'll be objective questions, and we are going to see both. So how will you attempt objective questions as well as how will you attempt subjective questions? Now this is a story of a man who thought that he had the right to do whatever he liked. So this is a story of a man. So first of all, you have to understand the passage. Now comprehension means what? Comprehension means understanding. So you should be able to understand the passage. Now, if subjective questions are there, try to understand the question. Even if objective questions are there, first try to understand the question. Maybe you can take up the first question and then try to go into the passage and understand the passage. Now, here, the first question which is there here, what is it? What was a gentleman on the road moving his walking stick round and round? So why the gentleman was moving his stick round and round? And where is this gentleman? This gentleman is there on the road. So let's read this story and then after that we'll see the answers for these questions also. So this is a story of a man who thought that he had the right to do whatever he liked. One day, this gentleman was walking along a busy road. So, where was he? So, there was a traffic, and he was there on the busy road. He felt that it's a democratic country, and whatever he feels like, he can do that. And what was he doing? He was moving his walking stick round and round in his hand. So, he was spinning that walking stick round and round in his hand, and he was trying to look
Sir,
important. So, he
ought
was
means
trying.
what, sir?
Yes.
OUGHT. Ought or thought, sir?
Which one?
Sir, you
Yes.
ought not to spin
Your
your
voice
stick
are
one.
not coming together, Babu.
Okay, fine. Let's see here what ought to. Okay, you ought not to spin here. So should, how we use should? Like you should not do that. So a man walking behind him objected. So there was a man, see, they were just behind him, and he objected for his spinning. But what he was doing, he had a walking stick in his hand, and he was spinning that. He was moving that round and round, and that is the reason. Now the man who was just walking behind probably he felt that he was disturbing him, and he said that you should not spin. You ought not to spin means what? you should not spin your walking stick round and round like that. So why are you doing like this? Why are you disturbing the traffic? And you see, you are trying to gain the importance. I am free to do what I like with my walking stick, argued the gentleman. See, there is a for pedestrian, there is a footpath. So rather than walking on the footpath, if you start walking on the road, what will happen? The vehicles that are moving there on the road, you'll be disturbing them also. You may meet with an accident, or there is every possibility that if you start, yes, doing as you like, then definitely there'll be a lot of problems, right? So therefore, the gentleman who was just walking behind him, he objected what he was doing. Then what does he say? He started arguing with him. He said, I am free to do what I like with my walking stick. See, it's a democratic country and I have got a freedom to do that. I am free to do whatever I wish to do. So, what means what? Should. So, you should not spin. You are not supposed to do that. You'll be, creating troubles for all others. And then, of course, yes, it's a democratic country. You are free man to do it. But you ought to know that your freedom ends where my nose begins. Otherwise, what will happen? Yes, he may hit his nose, isn't it? So, see, just I
Yes,
am
sir.
there walking just behind you, and you have to take care of me also. So, here you should know that, yes, your freedom will end where my nose begins. You should not disturb me. You got it now? Yes, the story tells us that we can enjoy our rights. We are living in a yes in democratic country. We can do as we like, but it doesn't mean that yes you should disturb others, right? So the story tells us that we can enjoy our rights and our freedom only if they do not interfere with other people's rights and freedom. So till the time you don't disturb others, till the time you don't interfere in the freedom of others, till that time there's no problem. You can do as you wish to do. Yes, I hope you understood the story. So this is a story. See, when you are reading it, comprehension passage, you should try to understand that. Yes, boys, I hope you understood this. So let's go to the questions.
Sir,
See this one is an objective type of question like this. Subjective type of question. If that kind of subjective type of question is there, how will you
Sir,
answer?
what is
Yes,
the
sir.
You,
meaning? Sir, what is
yes.
the meaning of course you are said the other man, but freedom said where my nose begins. Where what is that, sir?
See what that fellow is doing, who is there in front. He is having a walking stick. And when you
Sir, he is
start
taking
rotating
the
that walking stick, somebody who is just walking behind, what will happen? He will hit his nose, no? See, somebody is having a walking stick and is there in the middle of the road, yes, and he's spinning his walking stick. So just behind somebody who's walking there, he will hit his nose. So he says, your freedom will end where my nose begins. So you should not hit me. You are free to do that spinning, but you have to keep it in mind that, yes, you should not hit me. Okay. I hope you understood. Right? Right.
yes,
So
sir.
let's go to the question now. You'll be able to understand when we see the answers of that. Now, why was the gentleman on the road moving his walking stick round and round? So the gentleman on the road was moving his walking stick round and round because he wanted to look important. He wanted to, yes, draw the attention of everybody so that everybody would look at him. Yes. So he wanted to show that he was very important. Yes, Bhunesh, you want to ask something? What is your doubt? You are raising your hand. Yes, Bhunesh.
Sir, he want
No,
to
sir,
be
I'm
co-host.
Yes, Bhunesh.
no, sir.
Ah, no, no doubt.
No, sir.
Okay.
He
Okay.
raised hand
Sir,
for being co-host.
sir,
Okay.
no, sir.
Now,
Sir,
who
sir, in
objected?
a story writing, there will be exam, sir, in story writing. In exam,
Yes,
there will be story writing.
they will. Yes, story writing will be there, but fill in the blanks. Next exam, the subjective type of questions will be there. But I'm just
Yes,
dealing with both
like
this
previous
subjective.
exam.
Next,
Sir,
now next
Sir, I
exam.
sir, in this
sir.
passage,
Hmm,
sir, in this passage you are not given the option, sir.
option. That is what I'm saying. This is a subjective type of question. Next, next I will take up comprehension passage where there will be options. Okay. This the first one which is there, this is a subjective type which will be there in the most of the exams, right? Okay, let's go to the second question. Who objected to his behavior? Who objected? A man who was walking behind him objected to his behavior. What argument did the gentleman give? The gentleman argued that he was free to do whatever he liked with his walking stick. So he has got freedom. So you can write in your own way, okay? You can write in your own way, but you should be able to write in your own words. Remember that. And next question. Was the other person satisfied with the argument? No, the other man was not satisfied with his argument. He said, yeah, he said that okay, fine, but you should not hit my nose, isn't it? Right. And the last question, what did he say in reply? So what was it? The other man said that you ought to know where your freedom ends. So you should know the yes where your freedom ends. So let's go to the questions where you should be able to find the options here. So these are the kind of questions that will be there in the exam. So can you see your options here? Complete the following. So
Yes,
in
sir.
the next exam, there will be objective type of questions as well as subjective type of questions. So let's see this question. Complete the following statements with the correct option. The gentleman was walking along what? Lonely road,
Narrow
busy
road,
road.
sir.
Huh?
Busy road.
Busy road,
Ah,
sir.
it was a
Busy road.
busy
Busy
road.
Sir,
road.
busy
Very
road,
good.
busy
It was a
road,
very
Busy road,
busy
sir.
road.
Busy
busy
road.
road,
Right,
sir.
very good. The
Busy road.
gentleman was running along the road, disturbing others on the road, and
Sir,
spinning his walking.
disturbing.
Spinning. Spinning
It is,
his
sir, spinning
walking
is
stick round and
walking
round.
around and
See, now
Yes,
you have to
sir.
find the
sir,
most
see
appropriate
option.
one. Actually, he was disturbing
See, sir,
others,
see.
See, third one,
but
sir.
the most appropriate would be
Third
spinning
option.
his walking stick round and round, isn't it?
Yes,
See, disturbing others is also correct, but you have to find the most appropriate one. So the right
sir,
answer,
spinning.
Satvik, will not be second one. The right answer will be spinning his walking stick round and round because you are
Third
coming
option,
to
sir.
the directly to the answer there. Okay, I hope you got the this one.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here now the third one. So second, third one they have given right. Spinning is because that is the most appropriate one. And the man who protested was a teacher, passerby, and police.
Passerby, sir.
Passerby.
Passerby.
Passerby, sir.
Passerby. Sir, second
Passerby.
option.
Sir, pass by.
Right.
Passerby, sir.
Not pass by, passerby. Okay. The gentleman was spinning the walking stick round and round in his hand to drive away. Okay, the dogs. So is it correct? He was spinning the walking stick
No,
round and
sir.
round.
No, sir.
False, sir. False.
No, sir.
False, sir. False, false, sir.
The gentleman was walking along a busy road. Was he
Yes,
No,
walking?
sir.
sir.
True,
False.
sir.
Yes,
True,
sir.
sir.
True, sir.
True,
True.
sir. True, sir.
Now the
True,
man
sir.
walking behind praised his action. Did he praise?
No, sir.
No,
False.
sir.
False, sir.
False,
False.
sir. False.
Sir,
The
false.
man thought that he had the right to do whatever he liked. So the gentleman was
Sir, true,
walking.
sir.
True.
True. It is the
True, sir.
true.
True, sir.
Very
True,
good.
sir. True.
True,
We
sir.
enjoy our rights and freedom even if it interferes with others people's rights and freedom. Is it correct?
False, sir.
Sir,
False.
false. False.
False.
Fine. Very good. Okay. Some boys, I think they're okay. No
Sir,
problem. Ah.
sir, scroll down, sir.
Sir, spinning that rotating, sir. Rotating.
Spinning is
Sir,
rotating, right?
Yes,
spinning.
sir. Spinning,
Yeah.
rotating.
So write
Spinning and
synonyms of the spinning, moving or rotating. These are
moving.
correct. Okay. Moving
Interfering.
or rotating. Very good. So next one, interfere means middle or intervene. So he yes.
Sir, disturbing, sir.
Disturbing, interfering. Okay. Disturbing also you can write. So shall we go on to the next passage? We'll see the second passage.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We can go, sir.
Asking a doubt. Yes, what is the chat box? I just saw that. Okay, I'll just see somebody's okay chat. I'll just somebody has a doubt about that. What is the meaning of passerby? Somebody who's walking, who is passing by on the road. Okay, who is walking along with you on the road, who is passing by the road, is a passerby. Okay, right. Let's go to the next passage. At this stage of civilization, okay, when many nations are brought into close and vital contact, remember that I have given a little bit simpler passages because
Yes.
It is mainly because in sixth class, what happens? We have many boys who are from Kannada medium, who are from Hindi medium. Keeping that in this one, we just want them also to see that they also are, yes, should be able to attempt. Keeping
Sir,
that in the mind, we have given.
sir,
But in the final examination, the standard will be a little bit higher. Okay, right? So it will be of this
Yes,
standard.
sir.
All right. So at this stage, so within that particular period, like second term, we'll be focusing on that, keeping in mind that you all learned already good number of words. At this stage of civilization, so civilization and all, yes, no problem. Don't worry, Varun. We are keeping that in the mind that most of you are from vernacular medium, either from Kannada medium or Hindi medium. That also we are keeping in mind, and then we are setting the question paper. Okay.
Sir, until we will not learn in English, then how we will learn
Only,
English, sir?
only in the first term it will happen, but in second term, the question papers will be of your standard. Okay, right?
Okay,
So at
sir.
this stage of but now see, we have started dealing with all that. At this stage of civilization, when many nations are brought into close and vital contact for good and evil, it is essential as never before that the gross ignorance of one another should be diminished, that they should, so now this passage is a little bit difficult, isn't it, that they should begin to understand a little of one another's historical experience and resulting mentality. It is the fault
Yes,
of
sir.
the English to expect the people of other countries to react as they do to political and international situations. Our genuine goodwill and good intentions are often brought to nothing because we expect other people to be like us. This would be corrected if we knew the history, not necessarily in detail, but in broad outlines of the social and political conditions which have given to each nation its present character. Okay, fine. Let's go to the question now. According to the author, mentality of a nation is mainly a product of its what? Present character, international position, politics, history. What is it?
Sir, history, sir. History,
yes,
history.
sir,
Ah,
history.
so
History.
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 Yes, sir.
So the right answer
History.
is history.
History.
Okay, very good. So you have been able to give answer for this. Like history is the right answer. The character of a nation is a result of what? Gross ignorance, cultural
Social
ignorance,
political
Socio-political
Social
conditions.
political
Social
Sir, we
pol-
can see the answer, sir.
conditions. Okay, you
Sir,
want
we
to go
can see
through
the
that
answer,
passage
sir.
once again?
See up.
You can read the passage if you want. Read the passage and try to understand. See here, at
Yes,
this
sir.
stage of
Some
civilization, what civilization you are studying in history? Are you not studying in history?
Yes,
Yes,
Keeping
sir.
in
sir, we
mind, I
are
have
Sir,
studying,
selected
sir.
this passage.
is a subject
So you are
for
I
studying
am
about
studying.
civilization. Many nations
Sir,
are brought
many
into
many
close.
civilizations are there, sir.
Right. So vital content for good and also for good purpose as well as for bad purpose. What many nations are brought in as never before, that their gross ignorance of one another should be diminished. So that should get over. That they should begin to understand a little of one another's historical experience. So one another's history or past experience, they should know that, and resulting mentality. Why their mental attitude is like that. So it is a fault of the English to expect the people of other countries to react as they do to political and international situations. Okay, fine. You understood now these questions. Let's our
Yes, sir.
genuine goodwill and good intentions are often brought to nothing because we expect other people to be like us. Okay, this would be corrected if we know the history or if we knew the history, but at least broad outline of the history. Okay, so let's go to question number 3. Now the need for a greater understanding between nations is more today than ever before. Was always there,
Sir,
is no
A
longer.
option, sir.
So
A
more
is
options
more
are
today than
is more
Sir,
sir.
today
ever
than
before.
ever before. Okay,
sir, write the answer, sir.
countries like others to
Please
react
hide the
to
answer, sir.
political situations
Themselves.
like
Sir,
others. What is the answer?
hide the answer, sir.
Themselves.
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 Now, according to the author, its countrymen should read the story of other nations, not react to other actions, have a better understanding of other nations, have vital contacts with other
Sir,
nations.
have a better
Vital
understanding,
contacts
sir.
with other
Sir, have a
nations.
better
Have a better
Have a
understanding.
better
understanding of
understanding
Have a
of
better
other
other
understanding
nations.
of
Better
other
understanding of
nations.
other
Better
nations, sir.
understanding.
Okay,
Sir, C
so
option.
right. So what we'll do, we'll move on to. I just thought that we'll move on to, yes, one more Shall I go to a grammar part?
Yes, sir. Some things are. Sir,
Some
that
questions.
adjectives, sir.
Yes, sir.
Adjective.
Yes, sir.
Adjectives, sir. Adjective.
Adjectives.
Sir,
What you
adjective.
have
Yes,
not
sir.
understood in adjective, if you ask me, then I'll tell you. See, the now I don't have a slide on adjectives, but the whatever doubt is there on adjectives, I will explain to you. What is adjective? First of all, I'll tell you what is adjective. Adjective is, yes, adjective is a word that describes a noun. Now, beautiful. Yes. Now, beautiful. That boy is handsome. Or that is a brave boy. Brave is,
Sir, brave.
we are
Brave is
describing
adjective,
its
sir.
quality. So brave, beautiful. How is she? She is very beautiful. So beautiful is what? Adjective. So what we are describing when you are describing a person, yes, brave man. So we are describing
Sir,
about his,
you also.
bravery. Is very courageous,
Sir,
courageous. So these are all adjectives. Now you have learnt about different degrees of
sir, you
adjectives.
also.
Yes, tell me, Nitin.
Sir, you are also asking the degrees of comparison.
Yes, what is
Sir,
it?
you are asking about questions of degrees of comparison.
Yes, what is
Sir,
that?
you are asking the questions of degrees of comparison or not, sir?
Yes, I am. See, there, superlative form, comparative form, such kind of questions will also be asked. For example, if you take up like beautiful, what is the comparative form of beautiful? More beautiful. If they ask you what is comparative form of
Sir,
small, smaller.
Yes,
What
sir.
is
And the
make
superlative
sentence.
form of small?
Sir, to make positive
smallest,
sentence into
smallest, sir.
comparative.
Smallest.
What is comparative form of big? Bigger.
Bigger.
Sir,
Yes,
Bigger.
sir.
But
bigger.
you see, you have to keep it in mind even the spelling also. Okay. And
Sir,
what is the superlative form of big?
sir, you are asking.
Biggest.
Biggest.
Spelling is also very important here. Okay. So similar way, different forms will also be asked. Right? You can take me hot, hotter, hottest. So yes, that is also that will be asked. Yes, Nitin. Yes, what is your doubt? Nitin,
Sir,
what is
in
your doubt?
sentence also you are asking.
No, no, I am not
Sir,
asking
in
in
sentences.
sentences. There'll be a sentence, and in that sentence, now they will now some hot if it is given. Then they will ask you what is the
No, sir.
superlative form of hot. So
No,
you will
sir.
use hottest.
Sir,
H O double T E S.
to make
Yes,
full sentence in another degree, sir.
that
Positive
will
degree
not be
sentence
asked.
into.
Sir, in
That will
exam,
not
will
be
you
asked.
ask the types of
Yeah, it will
adjectives?
be just asked. See, now this time it's some MCQ. Since it's a MCQ, the questions that will be asked will be simple questions. But remember one thing,
Sir,
your spelling has to be correct. That you kept in mind. If you commit spelling mistakes, you'll be losing the marks. So comparative degree, then
Yes, sir.
superlative degree, all those are very, very important. I hope you got
sir,
it.
in
Those
exam, will
are
you
all
ask types of
adjectives.
adjectives?
Sir,
See,
the comparative degrees means. Sir, the comparative degrees means which divides.
see, types of the adjectives and all those kind of questions will not come. Okay. Now,
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
superlative
sir.
form, what is important for you later on? Whenever you're attempting the questions and all, that kind of questions will come. See, these are all, types of adjectives and all. It is for you to understand that. Okay. Such kind of questions will not come in the exam. Like in the case of verb forms. Like, shall I discuss about the verb forms now? Okay.
Yes, sir. Discuss, sir.
Now
Yes,
Yes,
here,
sir.
sir. Discuss,
Yes, sir.
sir.
I'll go to the verb forms now.
So there are 5 verb forms, na?
See, here in the case of verbs, now see, first thing is remember that you remember the first three verb forms. What are those first three verb forms? Yes, first of all is present tense form. Second one is past tense form. Then third one is what? Past participle form.
Future.
Present
Now,
participle, sir.
fourth one, if you want, you can take up ing
Yes, sir.
form.
Past participle.
That's a present participle form. Ing form also you can
Yes,
take up.
sir.
Okay, so
Fourth one
Yes,
is
remember
sir.
also.
these four
And
forms which are very, very important here. Like here, now here you see walk, walked. That's the second form. Jump, jumped. Right? Sit, sat, come, came, stand, stood, go, went. Like here, action words are verbs. Action words are verbs. And how many forms of tenses are there? Present tense form, past tense form, future tense. Remember, we are talking of tenses in verbs, whereas we are talking about different forms of adjectives, like degrees of adjectives. Superlative form, comparative form, yes, all that will be there in the adjectives, degrees of adjectives. Whereas in the case of verbs, it will be tenses, present tense, past tense, future tense. That you should be aware of that. Okay. Now, simple present tense. So here, let's see about things that is happen that will happen in past, that will happen in future, that will happen now also. Then present continuous tense, past continuous tense, future continuous tense. About that. Now I'm directly going to the example. Tell what is that?
Sir, I made a PDF of tenses, sir. All,
You
sir.
made PDF
Can I
tenses.
send you?
Okay,
I send
you
you.
can share that. That will be very good. It will be fine. Okay, if you have done the
Yes, sir.
PDF of, that will be fine.
Sir, my
Like here, underline
Microsoft,
the
sir.
main and helping verbs in the passage given below. Rather than that, the question that will come here, it will be of like this. Fill in the blanks with simple present or present continuous form of the verb given in the brackets after each blank. Remember here, let's take up this. See here, how to find out that I'll tell you. Okay, we dash to the Darjeeling for a picnic. It is a beautiful town. Now it is a beautiful town. Now here, what will come here? We went
We
to the
went to.
Darjeeling for a picnic will come, or we go to Darjeeling for a picnic.
We,
Now
we
they have
went
asked
to.
you, see here,
Sir,
they have asked you
I
simple
went
present.
to, sir.
They have asked you to keep it in present tense. If it is to be
Present
kept in present tense,
tense.
we go, only
Sir,
we go will come.
go,
We go will come.
go,
Okay,
sir.
not went. We go to the Darjeeling for a picnic. It is a beautiful town which is at the foot of a mountain range, and there is a stream which flows near the town. What will come? Which flows near the town. So what is given there, that you keep in mind. Now, if every day I go to play cricket every day, okay, then every day if it is given there, I go. Simple present tense will come. What will come? Simple present tense. Whatever action you are doing quite often, for that, what will come? Simple present tense will come. Okay. Now here the farmer dash the corn while the children dash in the shade. Now the farmer cut the corn while the children, yes, children play in the shade. That I see at the end of the farm. That I now what will that I now here the farmer yes, what will come here? The farmer is, yes, the farmer cut the corn while the children
Cut.
are playing in the shed. That I see at the end of the farm. Right? Now here they have asked you to write simple present or present continuous form there. Actually, this sentence should have been there. Usually, if the sentence comes separately, then what will happen? You have to write in the past for yes, simple past or past continuous form. If you have to write in the past tense, then the farmer cut the corn while the children, or the farmer was cutting the corn while the children were playing in the shed, or the farmer is cutting the corn while the children are playing in the shed. That I see at the end of the farm. That I saw at the end of the form. If you write in the past tense also, there is no problem. Okay. I love music, and these days I am learning to play the piano. Mrs. Singh teaches me very patiently. So this will be a very, very appropriate one. I love music, and these days I am learning to play the piano. These days is given there. Yes, Nitin, ask. Yes, what is your doubt?
No,
Yes,
sir, no
Nitin.
doubt, sir.
Okay. She reads a lot of books. See, it is a kind of habit she's having, that, and she reads a lot of books and takes pride in it. She reads a lot of books.
Sir,
So,
CREADS, sir, reads.
READS, yes.
Yes, sir.
READS, reads. READS, reads.
Dear.
She
And
reads.
taken.
Actually, even if you say read, spelling is same,
Yes,
READ
sir.
only. Okay, there's no
Yes, sir.
difference
Yes,
in the spelling,
sir.
right? Read or read.
Difference
What
in
is
pronunciation,
Sir,
sir.
how to understand, sir?
pronunciation is different.
Yes, sir. How to understand, sir? Sir, how to understand this is in past?
You will be able to understand depending upon the sentence. Like when you are saying she
Sir,
reads a lot of
reads,
books
that will become
because
reads in
she
simple
has got a
present.
habit of reading. She has got a hobby of reading. That is very clear. If it's hobby of reading, then she is reading every day. If that is the case, then you have to use simple present tense. But I read a book
Sir,
yesterday. When you are using yesterday, then you have to write I read, she read. Then only READ will come. She read a book yesterday. When you see the word yesterday, from that you can make out that you have to write read. I hope you understood. Now here she
Yes,
reads
sir.
a lot of books and takes pride in it. Because in the exam, what will happen? They will not give you simple present tense or past. I have just given you this example so that you should understand that. Okay, right? Now here something that you are doing every day, something that you do regularly, which is you have got a hobby and all. Then in that case, you'll be using simple present. Now here she reads a lot of books and takes pride in it. Look, but you are referring to the now what is happening there? Look, even now what is she doing? Present continuous form should come. Now she is reading a storybook. So if you are using now, then what you should do? You should use present continuous form. I hope you have got it now. You should use present continuous
yes,
form.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So whenever you are referring to something that you have done yesterday, you are doing today, and you are going to do tomorrow, then in that case, what you have to do? You have to use present, yes, simple present tense. I hope you have got it now. Simple present tense,
Yes,
you
sir.
know all that, isn't it? If you don't know, then we can discuss about that later. Okay, right. So let's go to the next one now. Simple past tense. We'll see here how much is the size of LD player. What is that LD player? Size of the LD player? Okay, let's go to fill in the blanks with simple past or past continuous form of the verb given in the brackets after each blank. Okay, he dash because he dash that he dash. Now what? He dash worry because
Sir, he worried. He worried.
he yes now here
He worried.
he he worried because he knew that he
Yes, sir, he knew.
he was late. So whenever you are, he worried because he knew that he was late. He worried because he knew that. See, whenever you are using no, or he was worrying because, even if you write he was worrying because, that is also correct. Okay. Oh, he worried because he knew that he was late. So whenever you are using be, what will you use? If be is there, you can use is, or you can use was, you can use are, where, you can use any of them. Okay. He worried because he knew that he was late. He knew that he was late. Now he dashed all the biscuits while his mother slept.
Sir, he ate.
He ate all the
He
biscuits
ate.
while his mother
Slept.
he no,
Slept.
no, while his mother was
Slept,
sleeping.
sir.
While is used. If while is used, while his mother was sleeping, he ate all the biscuits while his mother was sleeping. Then he
Slept.
quickly ran. Oh, very nice. You enjoyed that. He ate all the biscuits while his mother was sleeping. Yes, then he quickly ran away. Then he quickly ran away. The teacher dash Hina. The teacher dash Hina. The teacher punished Hina.
Punished, sir. Punished.
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 She dash. She dash never to lie again. She promised. Yes, she promised. Yes, she promised that she would never lie again. She would
Like,
never to lie again. Okay. Okay. We dash beautiful fishes. They way dash games with each other. They happily
I saw.
We saw beautiful fishes.
They were
They were
playing.
playing games with each
Sir, they were
other.
playing.
They were playing games with each other. They happily jumped in
Jump
and out of the water. Now here, whenever
water.
the word yesterday is used, remember that you have to use simple past tense form. Whenever we are using that, remember that we have to use simple past tense form. The movie we dash yesterday. Only one form will come there. The movie we dash yesterday. The movie we saw yesterday was very dash.
Saw.
The movie we
Sir,
saw yesterday
frightened.
was very frightening. Was very
Yeah.
frightening. I kept what? What will come there? ING form will come. And what is the ING form of that? I kept screaming throughout the movie. I kept screaming throughout the movie. I hope you understood. Any doubt is there? You can ask me. Any doubt, boys?
Sir, how
Tell.
two verbs are coming, sir? Kept and scream.
Two verbs are coming. Yes. See about this.
Yes, sir.
As we go on, we'll study more about that. See, main verb is kept. And screaming, we are using like a noun there. We call it as a gerund there. When, see, you have got a very good doubt about that, but we are not studying at this level about this. But I kept screaming. The screaming is there. Actually, there we are using like a noun there. So it's a verb. So it's a verbal noun. And when we are using verb like a noun, we call it as a gerund. So I kept screaming throughout the movie. So sometimes we say, I love swimming, I like singing, isn't it? So when you are, like you are using it, and after that you are using verb there, but that verb is just like a noun. Okay, very good doubt you have got,
Sir,
and
in
we
past,
call that.
sir,
Yes, yes,
when
tell
a
me.
verb is how,
Ah.
how will frame a sentence in a past perfect tense?